These guys left my compound today. They were taking the horses to school. It's been close to a month us taking horses there. You know, they reached somewhere. They go three guys. So they reached somewhere. Two of my boys decided to go with the horses wherever they wanted to go. Like, I didn't send them to go there. I'm told they went with the horses to the market. Some people met them going to the border town. Horses have never been there. So on the way coming back, you know, me, I had no idea this. Me, I thought horses have left. They have gone to the school to graze. No, these guys reached somewhere and started doing crazy things with my horses that I had no idea what is going on. So they went, and coming back, one guy got serious. I don't know what they did with the horse until, let me even not say this, but I'll not say much about it. But I'll say the horse is under medication, and it's very unfortunate, very unprofessional, and I just had to fire them.
Yo, from Kenya, East Africa, MORAA speaking truth. You feel me? Time to clear the air, set things straight. Let's go.
Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Now, we have seen Marwa. You know, if you have been following, you have seen Marwa. You know, you have seen his journey from when he started with the three horses. You know, it was Malaika, Rio, and a third one. It was a Spanish name. You know, you have seen this journey of Marwa, you know, concerning horses, you know, raising horses. You have seen him come this way, you know, you have seen him contemplate on buying horses. You have seen him think about starting this business of breeding horses. You have seen his struggles. You have seen his fears, you know. You have walked this journey with him. Now, we all know what happened to two of his horses. You know, that is something that nobody wants to happen to any of his animals, you know. So we know that Marwa has, you know, he is like, you know, on toes. You know, guys, when something has happened to you, you kind of develop this you develop some fears within you. And that is why Marwa, I am pretty sure, you know, even this holiday thing of Rocio and her parents, you know, I'm pretty sure that you know, Marwa maybe opted to stay behind because he wants to be there, you know, checking his place, checking his home, making sure that everything is okay. Guys, the other day I did a video, and I was talking about when Maro was talking about the eggs. And I came out here saying Maro is one person who is hands-on. He wants to be there. He wants to supervise. He wants to know what is going on in his home. And guys, if you do not do this, you know, to some people, and I'm sorry to say this, especially villagers, you know, all of you all who are maybe abroad and you have employed people in your villages. I don't know about other villages, but I can tell you that even in my village, you know, if you are not hands-on, if you are not there, if you do not supervise, if you do not have somebody, you know, who will really be there for you to check everything out, supervise, make sure that things are being done right, you will find your investments in shambles. You will go at great losses, you know. And most people are working so very hard. You know, Marwa works so very hard for his money. Guys, shooting videos every single day is not easy. You know, some people, you know, I've heard the lazy gang, you know, talk about Marwa just picks up a camera, starts talking, blah, blah, blah. Guys, it is not easy. Yesterday I was watching, I decided to watch, Piggy Mouth a little bit, you know. She is trying to vlog, she's doing voiceovers, but at some point, she is lacking words to say. She is repeating herself. Guys, it is not easy. You know, if you think it's easy, pick up a camera and start vlogging yourself. That is when you will realize it is not easy. You know, even to just get words to speak, you know, how to do your thing, it is not easy. So Marwa is a hard worker. For somebody to be pushing videos the way he does, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of skill. So guys, after working so hard, Marwa has bought horses. You know, Marwa has bought you know, these things that you're supposed to use to maintain these horses. What do you call them? Items? What do you call them? Equipment? Whatever it is that you wanna call them. You know, he has bought all this stuff. And guys, I can imagine, you know, these horses are feeding. You know, they really feed. Every time I look at them, guys, they're eating. They're eating all the time. So they need a lot of food. They need medicine. They need, I don't know, whatever. They need a lot, guys. You know, when you see animals like this, even the farmers, animal farmers will tell you that it is not just, you know, an animal and food and that's it. There are many other things that are involved, and all these things cost money. You know, so it is actually expensive. And being horses, guys, hey, even growing up, you know, in this city, you know, we used to know, you know, that the people who have horses, you know, I mean, it is the rich people, you know, people who are super loaded, you know, because it is not easy. So now Maru has gone through all this, you know, he has brought horses to his place all the way from South Africa, guys. And these horses is, you know, this is an investment on Marwa's part. He wants to breed them. He wants to make sure that, you know, these horses, you know, reproduce so that he can be selling some of them, so that he can use some of them in, you know, in whichever way that he will use as investments. In Nairobi, I saw they were talking about these horses go for races. They are involved in so many events. So maybe, just maybe, Maro will also be doing stuff like that, you know, and all these things are things that can bring him money, you know. And of course, we know Amaro always talks about, you know, selling one horse in Dubai, you know, for a couple of $1 million. You know, these Appaloosas, these things happen. Guys, this is an investment on Mara's part. That is my point. So now, Marwa has to be very, very strict about this. Guys, I'm saying all this because I have seen a video, you know, where Max Bryan, the horse trainer, has come out to explain what happened. And that is okay, guys. It is okay for him to explain, you know, to say his side of the story. But what really what really surprised me is how people are having this push and pull in his comments section. You know, some people are looking at it from an angle of this guy was so negligent. You know, he should not have taken these horses to go to the market without Mara's permission. Who sent him? Why did he do this? You know, I mean, it doesn't matter what has happened to him. Some are looking at it from an angle of Mara should be more sensitive. This guy was just trying to, you know, walk the horses. This is something normal. It happens, you know. And why should Mara be so angry? Why should he take such drastic action? Why should Mara fire the guy? You know, why isn't Mara looking at this guy? He is injured. He should have stayed here first. He should have taken some time to stay at the villa before he goes to his place. Guys, I know all these arguments, you know, have some validity in them. But guys, that is the reason why I started off by talking about Marwa's journey. You know, so people can understand where he is coming from. I have seen the Lazy Gang's titles, guys. I've not even watched any of their videos. I have seen their titles, you know. I have seen them post, you know, in their community pages. I've seen, you know, this notorious liar, you know. I've seen her post there. I don't know what. Guys, they are blowing this thing out of proportion. Accidents happen. Nobody has died. Everything is fine, you know. So let us look at the issues, you know, surrounding this this firing of this guy. You know, I have watched Marwa's video as well, of course. And Marwa explains, guys, these horses were supposed to be taken to the school to graze. You know, like I said, these horses are always eating. So these horses have been taken. You know, they were supposed to take them there according to the boss's instructions. You know, this is where the horses are supposed to be. But some of these workers took it upon themselves to take the horses to the market. You know, but guys, I believe that he was doing this Max Bryan. He was doing this because he wanted content. You know, and guys, I may be behind news because sometimes I may be behind news. Somebody let me know because the last time I checked, you know, Marwa had said that he should not have a YouTube channel. Marwa had said that his workers should not have YouTube channels. So I do not understand how this guy, you know, came out, you know, to have a YouTube channel. You know, I started to see his videos and I was like, maybe at some point Marwa and Rocio allowed it to happen. Guys, this is the problem. You know, for me, this is where the problem begins. The YouTube channel. Because this guy has to look for content. Guys, he cannot be filming horses every day grazing at one place. That will be boring content, of course. So this guy is trying to be, you know, he's trying to be innovative. He's trying to be creative. He's trying to look for different types of content. He's trying to make his content interesting for his viewers because he wants people to view his channel because he wants to make money on YouTube. So this taking the horses from where they were supposed to be grazing to go to the market, it was content. Of course, if you have seen his video, you can see he was creating content. He even got at some point, spoke with the kids, you know, let the kids play with Onyx. He was showing us all this stuff, you know. So going to the market, he went with, he said, Snake Eyes and Malaika. So this content thing is the one that has brought this problem, guys. You know, content creation. And I have seen people, guys, talking about Marwa is not paying these people enough. And that is why this guy is opting to go and look for content, you know, at the market and these kinds of other places. Guys, I have always said this. If you feel, okay, let me talk about myself. If MORAA feels like I am not being paid enough, you know, if I feel like this person is giving me more work than I deserve, you know, and less pay, I will quit the job. Why am I there? You know, why am I suffering? Why am I struggling? You know, instead of all this blaming Marwa all the time, why do these people, if at all they are not paid enough, and what is enough anyway? You know, and then again, for me, if you agreed to the terms while you started working, guys, because I know before he started working, they agreed on the terms of employment, the terms of payment, the terms, you know, the job description. It was all out there for this person. So this person agreed to it, you know. So if you agree to a certain amount of pay, why then is there a problem? Because guys, I'm seeing these people writing in his comment section. And I will not be surprised if this person comes out, you know, and he is liking those comments, of course. He is liking the comments, especially those ones that say, oh, you know, you're not being paid enough, oh, blah, blah, blah. He is liking those comments. He's putting those love hearts, you know. And guys, this means that, you know, I will not be surprised if this guy comes out and starts saying, oh, it is because I was not getting enough money, and that is why I was doing content. That is even why I wanted to open up a YouTube channel so that I can make money, you know, because I was being paid very little money. I will not be surprised because he is being led on, you know. So for me, guys, I don't know about you all. Please let me know in the comment section. For me, I feel like before you start working for somebody, if you do not agree with the terms that he is giving you, please do not start working there. You know, it is as simple as that. Guys, let us look at Marwa talking about this incident, talking about what happened.
These guys left my compound today. They were taking the horses to school. It's been close to a month us taking horses there. They reached somewhere. They go three guys. So they reached somewhere. Two of my boys decided to go with the horses wherever they wanted to go. Like, I didn't send them to go there. I'm told they went with the horses to the market. Some people met them going to the border town. Horses have never been there. So on the way coming back, me, I had no idea this. Me, I thought horses have left. They have gone to the school to graze. No, these guys reached somewhere and started doing crazy things with my horses that I had no idea what is going on. So they went, and coming back, one guy got serious. I don't know what they did with the horse until, let me even not say this, but I'll not say much about it. But I'll say the horse is under medication, and it's very unfortunate, very unprofessional, and I just had to fire them.
Unfortunately, they had to be fired. And indeed, guys, that was very, very unprofessional. And I don't know, I've been thinking that Max, is somewhat professional, the way he acts sometimes. I thought that he was more professional than this, But like I said, guys, this is the problem of content. And it all boils down to opening up a YouTube channel. This is why Marwa did not want this YouTube channel thing, in the first place. So guys, Marwa also said something. He said that these people, don't want to really explain what happened, And when I watched Max's video, honestly, I cannot quite understand what he is saying. Did any of you understand his explanation of what happened? Because I don't. He does not really explain what happened. Okay, fine. I know he was in pain and everything, but if he was able to talk about this incident, then he should have at least explained in detail what happened, And maybe, it's not even maybe. Marwa clearly states that this is what made him fire them. Because they cannot even explain what happened. Guys, sometimes it's good for somebody to just tell you the truth. This is what happened. We tried to do this. And, SHIT happened. It happens sometimes. But when somebody is cornery, you're asking them, and they cannot give you a clear explanation, then, that angers you even more. And that is why they were fired in the first place. Guys, listen to Marwa expressing this.
Granted. So these guys took my horses. They went with them in the market. I don't know what happened. And they don't want to explain what happened. Because they don't want to explain, and also I had not sent them to go to take these horses wherever they were taking them, where they got that accident, I've just decided that I cannot deal with such people. Because what they will do is they will bring more problems to me and to the stud. Guys, there is nothing that has ever pushed me this hard like keeping horses. Every single day has been very, very challenging. But in a good way, not challenging that I cannot handle it. I'm learning, I'm educating myself, and again, I'm doing it better. Okay? Here we have Raindrop. Raindrop is eating, you see, right there. We give him meals every day. And here he has grass. And on the other place he has water. Usiwahi ingia hapo ndani. Ukiingia hapo ndani utashtuka. He has water over there. I'm telling this young man not to go inside there. So he's chilling here. Later he's gonna go to the stable. So guys, that is what has happened. But again, I'm happy at least nobody died. People have injuries. It's just one guy. But it's very unfortunate that somebody would, a very simple instruction, take the horses from here, lead them to school. just to lead the horses. But they arrive there and they go to their own. And the thing is, probably they were riding these horses very fast that they got this accident, because I can't believe, because the horse that got an accident is a very well trained horse, very calm horse that doesn't throw kicks, nothing. But it's all good, guys.
Guys, I believe Marwa is right. You know, they must have been riding this horse very fast. Because I have seen a post by the notorious liar where Max is talking about they rolled, him and the horse rolled, a couple of times. And I'm wondering, how could the horse sleep and roll, unless it was, being ridden in some top speed, Guys, this is the reason why they don't want to explain what happened, because they feel like this thing will lie badly on their side, And of course, we thank God, that nobody died. The horse is fine. And most importantly, Max is okay. He has some injuries, guys, and those injuries are not so good, He has some injuries, and I just want to say, Max, quick recovery. This should not happen to anyone, whether they listened to instructions or not. This is not something that you would wish on anyone. And I just feel like, Max, next time, just try and listen to your boss. Listen to your boss. Because, guys, I'm seeing people talking about Marwa should take responsibility of this accident. But then again, some people are saying Marwa cannot take responsibility because he never sent him there. Even the insurance companies may not insure some things because they are out of their cover. So some people are saying that it's not Marwa's responsibility because this guy, he did this on his own. He was on his own. Guys, I don't know what you all think, because people are arguing. People are having, a push and pull, like I said, in the comment section. And I was like, oh my goodness. But like I said, if you look at both, arguments, everybody has some valid points. However, the fact of the matter is Marwa is the boss. Marwa is the one who calls the shots. It is Marwa's rules, So at some point, he also has to take some responsibility, guys. I know I have just said that the horse is fine. However, how do we really know that this horse is fine, guys? This horse rolled, a couple of times. According to Max, this horse rolled over. For Max, he can talk. He can say, oh, I feel bad here. My chest is paining. My head feels funny. My neck cannot move. At least he can say something. How about the horse? I just shudder to think that maybe the horse, has anything, internal that is has gone wrong. And yet, the horse cannot speak. It cannot tell you that, on this side, I'm feeling so much pain. I thank God that Marwa has said that the horse is under medication, and I'm pretty sure that Marwa has taken all the precautions, he has had the horse checked, because, this is bad, guys. This is bad. And you can also imagine, this is also another expense on Marwa's part, concerning the horse. So, guys, I feel like I've seen some people being so harsh on Marwa on this one. I believe that Marwa is acting out of the fears. He has spent money. He is fearing for his animals, his horses. And most importantly, these people are not even explaining what happened. Guys, let me know what you think, Let me know what you think about this whole thing. What would you say, about this?
Guys, if you have never ride a horse, you should try this. It's very fun. And also, I can't wait to see how people are going to react on the market and on the town. Malika, she has ever gone to there. So this will be the first time that I'm going with Snake Eye and somewhere where there will be a crowd of people. You know, you have to get used to that. You have to get used to the noise and work on the angle. You have to get used to people.
Come on, come on.
Well-trained horse. Wow, good job, Onyx. Good job. Pole pole, pole pole. Pole pole. Pole pole. That's enough. That's enough. Nataka kwenda. That's enough. Onyx. Onyx is really enjoying being petted by the babies. It's a baby and the babies. Wow.
So clearly, guys, Max was out there, creating content. And this thing of Onyx, when I watched that video, I was just like, wondering to myself, what if this Onyx, kicked one of those kids and injured them? I think that Max should be very cautious, when he is doing his things. I know in the video he says that Onyx is trained, it's friendly, it doesn't kick. But what if, guys, hey, I cannot just come out here confidently and say, oh, kids, come here and pet this. I'm sure that it will not kick, And also, him taking these horses, Malika and Snake Eyes, to the market where it is noisy, a place that Snake Eyes has never been. Maybe this is what caused confusion to this animal. This animal saw things that, many people staring at it, maybe cars hooting here. I don't know, guys, Maybe this is what scared this animal, and maybe, and plus it was being ridden, fast, and it slipped and fell. And plus, those village roads, they're not, they're not even. So, and plus it rains over there, guys. All these factors are things that this particular guy should have looked at, before doing this content out there. Guys, I don't know what you all think, but there's somebody here who has been injured. Of course, we have compassion towards him. We feel for him. But then again, this particular person did not follow the rules of the boss. So this accident happened, because he did things that were out of what he was supposed to do. So I'm saying that because I said earlier, people are, saying, some people are saying that MORAA should take responsibility for his medical bills and all this stuff. Guys, I don't know what their terms of employment are. Again, I repeat, So you can also imagine that there's a horse that is injured that MORAA needs to also take care of, medically. It is a very complicated issue, guys. This is a very sensitive issue, This is a very, an issue that should be approached with caution. And that is why, I feel like people should be a bit objective. People should not be so judgmental, about it. We all wish Max a quick recovery. And please, let me know what you think about this in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think about this whole situation, Do you think that MORAA should have given Max, another chance? Or do you think that MORAA was right in what he did, to fire the guy? Do you think that MORAA acted, too quickly? Do you think MORAA acted out of anger? Do you really think? And guys, I just remembered something. I also saw, some people saying that, this guy had just gone to get treats for these horses. Because at some point in his video, he says he's going to get some apples, some carrots, and something else, for the horses. He is out there to look for these things to treat these horses, give them nice treats, And so some people feel like, MORAA should consider that, MORAA should have considered that. That this person was just out there, trying to do something nice for these horses, and it was just an accident, He should have acted more, more leniently. He should have been more lenient on this guy. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. It is an issue that is, guys, I don't know what you think. Please let me know what you think down in the comment section below.
That's my apron. I had an accident when I came out of the market. See, this is my back. I got hurt, so I'm in the hospital. My head got hurt too. See, I was coming out of the market and I was cantering with sneakers, and by accident she knocked its front legs when he was cantering, and both of us fell down very bad, and I dislocated my hand, my back too got hurt, and one of my legs. So this happens, and it's a very bad accident. Came here to heal. Just came to take the medications, at least to get a tetanus and some meds. Feel like I can't even turn my. I got hurt very bad on my neck. It's really hurting so bad. Guess I feel well. See, my trouser. That's how it happened. This is my apron. See guys, I felt so bad. And all my apron got finished. It was a very bad accident.
So if you have not liked this video, take this moment to hit the like. And also, if you have not subscribed to this channel, this is your moment. Hit the subscribe button and join this amazing family. Also, remember to turn on the bell notification so that whenever I upload a video, you get to be the first to be notified by YouTube. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you for your love and your support, always coming back to watch my videos. I do not take any of you for granted. For the new subscribers in the house, I want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing this channel. I am humbled, and you are going to love it here. Guys, let us meet in the next. Bye-bye.
I educate, put things straight, that's my fate. Truth teller, reality checker. Truth teller, I'm your protector from the lies and the fake narrative. Truth is what I got to give. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter. Don't pay